Well, good morning and welcome to another virtual tour by Goldacre Estates. Today we're in the village of La Capellania, or more commonly known as Tamaragua. Again, just 3 kilometres outside the popular resort of Corralejo, and of course you're only 5 minutes to the sand dunes and national park. And because you're in the north here of Fuerteventura, you're about a 15-minute drive to El Contillo and the beautiful lagoons there. Now when you do move to La Capellania, you are getting more detached properties, and today is a great example. This is actually a detached 2-bedroom bungalows around about 90 square meters on its own plot of 250, which gives you a front garden area, as you can see behind me, a porch area plus a private garden. So if you are looking for that little bit more private space, and a private garden is an essential, then this is one of the areas that you need to consider. All the details are on goldacreestates.com, of course, and if you'd like to download our mobile property app, then you can do that now. I'm going to pop up a QR code where you can actually download the app to your mobile phone and use that in future when you are actually searching for properties. And the last thing to say just before I show you this property is a big shout out to homeinfuerteventura.tv. If you haven't already been tuned in to watching those episodes online, do so now, because it's a great facility. There are episodes 1 to 5 are already out, and you know, Goldacre Estates is part of that, actually trying to show you different areas of the island and areas for you to consider when buying a property. Corralejo, of course, the most popular area in the island arguably, is coming up soon in episode 6. We're actually involved in filming that, I think, next week. I've been asked to join in on that, so I'm really excited about being part of that program, and hopefully I think you'll find it a really useful tool if you're not so familiar with Corralejo. First though, the QR code, and then I'll show you around the property. So just before we go inside, this is Calle Codeso. Actually, it's one of the shortest roads I know here in La Capellania, so very quiet indeed. You can see the property sits on a plot of 250 square meters. You do have your own car parking, and this is a very long driveway. Actually, you can fit 2 cars here, to be fair. At the end of that is actually a storeroom, a washing room with washing machines, so it's quite conveniently placed. If I just come around the side here, you'll notice there's a little bit different here. They've actually put some calzada, which is granite blocks. These granite blocks actually come from northern Spain, Galicia area, and it just creates a really nice little bench seat area here, look, and leading up to your front door and a little porch. And of course this is south facing, so loads of winter sunshine there, and it's quite a nice little space maybe to put a table and chairs and have a little coffee area. Again, down the side here they've put this calzada all the way along. You'll notice some tomato plants here, of course, cherry tomatoes for Canary Islands, and then you've actually got here the shutters that lead you to the accommodations. So just coming inside the property now, through the porch here, as you come in there's an entrance hallway. In this case, look, you can see it leads you directly into the lounge. Now the lounge is a huge space. It's about 27 square meters here, really high ceilings. You'll see additional cupboard space there on the top left, because the ceilings are so high there, and you've got a really nice useful space here. Again, this side door looking out to the garden terrace, which we'll take you to in a moment. Plenty of space here, look, for this 6-seater dining table, and again you can see on the left is another window going out to your carport with the louvered shutters. Traditionally then, really, this door here leads out. In this case, they've actually covered over a terrace area, a patio, which I'll show you in a moment. Makes for a very useful living room as well. Just before we do that though, the kitchen. And as you come through here, look, a beautiful kitchen in white. You can see here the tower oven unit. You do have natural dark granite stone here, this particular kitchen. There's an extractor fan, and there is here, look, these windows that you can open for ventilation on 2 sides. It is tiled from floor to ceiling, and there's a return on this side, look, that gives you just that much more space really if you want to put a dining table and chairs. So it's an L-shaped kitchen, really good size, and to have an independent kitchen area is one of the features really that this area of La Capellania outside of the town can give you, because you've just got that much more space. Accommodation is on the left here, but before I take you there, let me just explain this room here. And what this owner has actually done is created here, look, in a beautiful wood ceiling here throughout this space. is create an actual additional room here coming off the main living space here, and just across that is another area that they use for friends and family when they come to stay. They've actually created an additional bedroom effectively, again with the same ceilings here, really beautifully done I have to say in terms of the carpentry, and they've actually put quite a useful floating platform bed here if you like, and underneath that is some storage. So that's the main changes to this property. Now let me show you the main accommodations. So just coming off the main lounge here, this corridor here actually on the right hand side takes you to the main accommodations. Firstly though, there is the main bathroom, again a full bath here, WC, bidet, and again it's tiled floor to ceiling. There is a skylight there as well, and that of course gives you natural light but also great ventilation when you're having a shower. And then the guest bedroom here, look, it's a good size, it's about 10.5 square meters here. It's quite long. You can imagine putting either a double or two singles here if you like. There is a window that looks out to that front garden, and that's of course really great because that gives you plenty of ventilation when you're sleeping. As we leave that guest bedroom, you'll notice there's another side door here, again in tinted glass, that leads you back out to this covered patio area. Again, that's just a nice flow through the whole property, and it adds a bit of light as you're walking through here. There are additional wardrobe spaces here on the left, and then when you come to the end of the corridor, this is actually the master bedroom. Here there's a huge, great big hardwood cupboard, and as you can see, double bed here. Again, there's a window looking out to the front garden, and you'll notice here this property is actually, or this bed head area has actually been covered in a natural stone. Really, really beautiful stone there, just as an additional feature. Leaving this internal patio now, and again through these sliding glass doors here, and we're out into the garden patio, and as you can see this one is fully tiled. There's a beautiful pond feature here as well, but there's plenty of space, look, to use, and of course to use this fabulous barbecue. Look at that. Now you know I do love a barbecue, and this is really a fabulous one, I've got to say. So if you're going to entertain friends and family, sit out and eat, this is where you're going to do it for sure. The fact that it's tiled all the way across means it's a very useful spot, of course, space rather, and you know, really easy to look after. There is a pond feature. Currently there's no water. You can add the water here, but it's lovely because it gives you this really green, sort of lush tropical feel. Again, beautiful flamboyant tree here, and loads of canes all the way through. One of the additional features that this particular owner has achieved in their property is to create on this garden wall an additional storage space, because really you don't notice it. The high walls here give you lots of privacy, and on this side here there is a room as a storeroom just on the left hand side, and then here, literally just running along the side garden wall to your utility room that takes you back out to the carport area, they've actually created an additional storeroom. Again, lovely tiles all the way through. It's actually very useful. Right now it's full of all bits and bobs, but again, a proper solid ceiling all the way through here. There's actually a sofa here, and you know, again, it's great to have additional storage, but that's actually useful as somewhere I suppose friends and family could stay. And then lastly, just taking you down through here to the utility room. Again, this actually leads back out to the front of the property. Here on the left hand side is washing room area, utility area, and again there's actually additional storage up here as well. And this door then of aluminium louvered shutter actually leads out, look, to your front carport area. Well, there you have it. I hope that's a helpful virtual tour of this 2-bedroom detached property here in La Capellania. Again, just a couple of points. I think really when you move outside of the town here, you're just getting that much more for your money in terms of personal and private space. You know, to have this little garden terrace area where you can just sit out and relax under the shade of this tree here. Plus, of course, that additional room and storage area around the back there. And in this case, they've actually covered over a patio and provided extra accommodation as well. So again, a larger family. If you need actually 3 bedrooms possibly an overflow for close friends and family when they come out, this could be the property for you. Again, it's a lovely village, very, very comfortable in terms of local amenities as well, in terms of the supermarket here. So be sure to look at the keen price point of this particular property on goldacreestates.com. Use the QR code now to download our property app if you haven't done so already. And just a reminder, really, if you haven't already seen homeinfuerteventura.tv, tune in, and episode 6 is on its way for Coralejo area. Hope to see you soon.